Crown the Princess and the Talking Animal Friends. Once upon a time, in the heart of the Enchanted Valley, there lived a kind and curious girl named Princess Elra. Unlike other royals, Elra had a gift. She could understand and talk to animals. But the secret was known only to her and her magical pendant, passed down by her grandmother. Princess Elra walks alone through the royal gardens, whispering to butterflies and birds. Butterfly, butterfly, Elra, the wind is different today. Something magical is coming. Crown Elra, I feel it too. Is something happening in the forest? Suddenly, a squirrel dashes in, panicked. Chipmunk hash squirrel, princess. The animals of Whispering Woods need your help. The magic of the forest is fading. Elra looks at her glowing pendant. She knows this is a calling. Elra sneaks out at dawn and enters the Whispering Woods. There, she meets a clever talking fox named Relo. Foxface Relo, you're the chosen one. Only someone with a heart of kindness can restore the forest heart. Crown Elra, I'll help. Tell me what I must do. Relo explains that the ancient magical gem that protects the forest heart, has been stolen by a jealous sorcerer named Varnock. Al Solren, young princess, your voice carries truth. But be warned, the path ahead holds riddles, illusions, and the shadow of doubt. Crown Elra, then I will walk it with courage and my friends beside me. Solren gives her a magical feather that glows when someone lies. He tells her the gem is hidden in the forgotten caves, guarded by enchanted creatures. Chamber 1, a bridge of illusions. Elra uses her heart to find the real path. Chamber 2, a riddle from a ghost deer. Chamber 3, facing her shadow self who doubts her worth. Crown Elra, I'm not perfect, but I believe in love, kindness, and truth. And that is enough. The cave opens, and the forest heart floats before her, but it's cursed. Varnock, foolish girl. I stole this to teach the animals silence, and now you've ruined everything. Crown Elra, you cannot steal the voice of nature. You cannot silence love. Foxface Relo, she's not alone. All the animals arrive. Bears, deer, birds, and even bugs, singing a harmony of nature. The forest heart glows brighter. Varnock's magic fades. He tries to flee, but the forest binds him in vines and banishes him into the mists. The forest heart is restored. Light and color return to the woods. Al Solren, Elra, you have proven worthy. You are now the guardian of the living voice. Crown Elra, I will protect this gift forever. Not as a rule of people, but as a friend of all beings. Elra returns to the palace with her pendant glowing brighter than ever. From that day on, she's known not just as a princess, but as the voice of the wild. And so, the kingdom of Leora thrived under the care of its kind-hearted princess and her talking animal friends. In every whispering leaf and every chirping bird, her story lives on, reminding us all that kindness speaks louder than any magic. In a land where the sky danced with magic and wings glittered like stars, lived a young fairy named Fina, who never left the ground. Fina sadly, I wish I wasn't so scared. Why can't I just fly like everyone else? Friends like Zara, Twillo, and Brimble zip overhead. Zara, teasing. Still hugging the flowers, Fina? You're missing the rainbow ride. Brimble, come on. Flying is in our wings. Fina hides, ashamed. One day, a swirling black cloud covers part of the sky. Twillo, nervously. That's no ordinary storm. Something's wrong. The great sky trees' leaves begin to wilt. Eldermiria, wise fairy. The sky crystal is fading. Someone must reach the summit of stars to rekindle its light. Fairies try to fly upward, but get pushed back. Eldermiria, only one with a grounded heart can pass through the storm. All eyes turn to Fina. Fina agrees to try, trembling. Fina, whispering, I'll do it not because I'm brave, but because I care. Fina slowly lifts off the ground with glowing leaf wings. A magical creature, Puff the Wind Puffin, joins her. Puff, encouraging. Hold on, little wings. We're going up, up, up. They face wind tunnels, sky shadows, and fearsome thunder spirits. High above the clouds, Fina freezes in fear. Dark voice echoing. You don't belong here. Go back to your roots. Fina. No. I may be afraid, but I won't give up. She closes her eyes, feels the heartbeat of the world, and begins to glow. Fina reaches the summit of stars. Her courage lights the sky crystal again. The darkness fades. Elder Miria, voice echoing. She who fears, yet rises, that is true flight. Fina glides back down. The sky is vibrant again. Her friends cheer.
Farah.
You did it, Fina. You saved us all. Fina's smiling. I still get scared, but now I know that even fear can fly. A celebration erupts. Fireflies sparkle. Fina dances in the sky with her friends, finally free. And so, the little fairy who feared the sky became the bravest of them all, not because she flew the highest, but because she dared to rise. Musical note ending music cue. Soft and uplifting fairy theme. Woman Fairy the end. The kingdom prepares for the Coral Moon Festival. King Triton tells the tale of Atlantis, a city that vanished long ago. Ariel is mesmerized. Her curiosity is awakened when she sees a glowing shard that washes ashore, possibly from Atlantis. Ariel, King Triton, Sebastian, Flounder, Queen Marina, Atlantis lore expert. Ariel examines the glowing shard. With the help of Queen Marina's ancient scrolls, she learns it's a piece of the trident of Lamora, a mythical item from Atlantis. Ariel decides to find the lost city. King Triton forbids the journey due to its danger. A forbidden trench with swirling whirlpools. Ariel, Flounder, and Sebastian sneak away. They enter a trench called the Whirlpool of Whispers. It tests adventurers with illusions. Ariel sees visions of her past, but she overcomes them with inner strength. An underwater bioluminescent forest. They meet Lumina, a glowing sea fairy who was once a guardian of Atlantis. Lumina agrees to guide them, but warns of the guardian eel of the depths guarding the next gate. A sunken abyss surrounded by volcanic vents. The trio is attacked by a massive ancient guardian eel. Ariel uses her voice, powered by her compassion, to calm the creature, who reveals a hidden gate that leads to Atlantis. Colossal marble gates glowing with runes. They arrive at the ancient gates, inscribed with tests of heart, courage, and selflessness. Ariel passes the trials, unlocking the city. The gates part, revealing Atlantis, preserved in magic. The inner sanctum of Atlantis. Ariel meets the spirit of Queen Nerissa, the last ruler of Atlantis. She learns that Atlantis vanished to protect the trident of Lamora from being misused. Ariel is offered a choice: return the shard to unite both kingdoms, or keep Atlantis hidden. Ursula has followed Ariel and now seeks to steal the trident shard to rule all oceans. She unleashes a storm to flood both Atlantica and Atlantis. Ariel combines the shard with her voice to awaken the full trident of Lamora. The power of unity and peace defeats Ursula. Atlantis begins to rise closer to Atlantica. The kingdoms begin to connect. Atlantis is restored as a sister kingdom. Queen Marina becomes its ambassador. Ariel is honored as voice of the oceans. A new Coral Moon Festival is held, symbolizing harmony and peace.
Lara and the Enchanted Forest, an expanded tale of magic, courage, and the power of kindness. Alara was a bright and curious girl who lived on the edge of a sleepy village nestled beside a vast and ancient forest. Her days were filled with wonder, and her heart overflowed with love for the natural world. While most children played in the fields or helped their parents with chores, Alara could often be found near the tree line, watching squirrels scurry through the branches or listening to the soft rustle of leaves as the wind danced through the trees. The villagers had always warned her, "Do not go too deep into the woods, Alara. The forest is enchanted. Mysterious things dwell there, and not all are friendly." But Alara wasn't afraid. She believed the forest had secrets to share, not dangers to fear. Every evening when the sun dipped low and bathed the treetops in gold, Alara would sit by her favourite mossy rock and hum songs to the birds. She'd watch the shadows stretch and the stars blink awake, always wondering what lay just beyond the veil of trees. One such evening, as the sky glowed with hues of lavender and rose, Elara saw something she'd never seen before, a butterfly with wings like molten gold. It glimmered with an otherworldly light, its tiny body trailing sparkles through the air as it fluttered deeper into the forest. Elara gasped softly. Something about the butterfly called to her like a whisper in her heart. Without a second thought, she rose and followed it, stepping carefully over tangled roots and under low-hanging branches. The deeper she went, the more magical the forest became. The air grew cooler and sweeter. Fireflies began to glow, their lights guiding her like tiny lanterns. The trees whispered ancient songs in voices made of wind, and flowers bloomed in colours she had never seen before. Blue roses, glowing mushrooms, and vines that shimmered like emeralds. Eventually, the butterfly led her into a hidden clearing. At its centre stood a majestic tree, unlike any she had ever seen. It was colossal, with a trunk wide enough to house a family and bark that shimmered faintly in the moonlight. Its leaves, once surely vibrant, now hung limp and dull, their glow fading. Elara stepped forward, heart aching at the sight. Suddenly, a gentle voice broke the silence. "Elara!" Startled, she turned. Perched on a low-hanging branch was an owl with feathers like silver smoke and eyes that gleamed with wisdom. "Who are you?" she asked softly. "I am Orin, guardian of the forest," the owl replied. "And you, dear child, have been chosen by the forest itself." "Why is the tree dying?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Orin sighed. "Because the forest's heart beats with the care of those who dwell near it. Over the years, people have stopped respecting the land. Trees have been cut without reason, rivers polluted, and animals driven away. The balance is broken. The magic is fading." Elara felt a fire kindle in her chest. "What can I do?" Orin's eyes twinkled. "You already have the answer inside you. Show the others. Remind them of the beauty they've forgotten. Kindness to nature is the cure, and you carry that kindness in abundance." With new purpose, Elara returned to the village. She spoke to everyone, farmers, weavers, elders, and children, about what she had seen. Most shook their heads in disbelief, but Elara didn't give up. She began alone. She planted seeds near the village paths, watered the soil, and cleaned the trash near the stream. Slowly, the children joined her, then a few curious adults. Her hope was contagious, and her actions inspired. They started planting trees around their homes. They built birdhouses, repaired fences instead of cutting trees for new ones, and created a garden of wildflowers just outside the village. Songs returned to the air, birds chirping, frogs croaking, bees buzzing. And one morning, not long after, the golden butterfly returned. It danced joyfully around the village and disappeared once more into the trees. Elara raced back to the clearing. The giant tree was glowing again, its leaves vibrant green and pulsing with life. Around it, new flowers had blossomed, and animals peered out from the bushes, no longer afraid. Orin greeted her once more. "You have done what many thought impossible, Elara. You reminded the people of their roots. You brought life back to the forest." From that day on, Elara was called Protector of the Forest. Children grew up learning to care for the land. The village flourished not just in crops and wealth, but in harmony and peace. And deep within the enchanted forest, the great tree stood tall, its branches reaching for the stars, whispering Elara's name with every breeze. Moral of the story. When we take care of nature, nature takes care of us. One person's kindness and determination can inspire an entire community.
Far across the crystal blue oceans, beyond the rainbow cliffs and sparkling skies, lay 4 enchanted kingdoms, each ruled by a princess with a special gift: fire, air, earth, and water. They lived in peace, until one day, a shadow slithered beneath the waves. Cue ominous music. Camera zooms into dark waters where glowing serpent eyes open. The tides are rising, but the moon is full. This isn't natural. Something ancient is stirring. Advisor, my princess, the sea serpent of shadows has awakened after 1,000 years. Cut to huge tidal waves and sea monsters rising from the depths. One by one, the princesses were summoned: Princess Ember of Flamefall, Princess Zephyra of the Sky Realm, and Princess Terra of the Greenlands. Magical portals open. The princesses arrive with their powers shimmering around them. Princess Zephyra, Air, it's time we unite. Our lands depend on it. The 4 princesses sail aboard a glowing ship made of crystal and stardust into the heart of the ocean. Princess Terra, Earth. The serpent's lair lies beneath the abyssal trench. It's filled with ancient traps and forgotten magic. Princess Ember, Fire. Then let's heat things up a bit. Launches fire blasts to light the path. The sea trembles. A gigantic shimmering serpent with glowing blue scales rises. Serpent, booming voice. You dare awaken me? I will drown your world in silence and shadow. Princesses try fighting, but their powers don't work individually. Princess Marina. Alone we are powerful, but together we are unstoppable. The princesses join hands. Their powers fuse into a radiant beam of harmony. Fire, water, air, and earth swirl into a glowing energy heart. With courage and unity, they form the Crystal Crown, an ancient magic stronger than any darkness. The serpent shrinks into a harmless sea dragon, now smiling and calm. The ocean clears, skies turn blue. Serpent, gentler voice. Thank you for reminding me of light. Even the darkest creature has a spark of good inside. Back in the kingdoms, there's music, fireworks, and friendship celebrations. And so, the princesses remained united, not by threat, but by choice. For together, they were stronger than any storm. Darkness isn't gone, it's only waiting. Princesses look toward the stars, smiling and ready. Glowing star, true strength lies in unity, kindness, and courage, especially when faced with fear.
The dragon's secret, hidden in the clouds. In a world far above the clouds, where dragons soar and magic flows like the wind, lies a forgotten secret, a powerful truth hidden for centuries. This is the tale of a brave girl, a mysterious dragon, and a secret that could change the skies forever. Lena, main protagonist, a brave 12-year-old girl who loves cloud gazing. Gramps Norwin, her wise, store-loving grandfather. Theo, Lena's shy best friend who tinkers with gadgets. Plot: Lena often stares at the clouds, dreaming of what lies beyond. Gramps Norwin tells her bedtime legends about the sky realms and the mythical cloud dragons who once protected the skies. One day, Lena spots an unusual glimmer inside a thundercloud. She sketches it: wings, glowing eyes, and a swirl of golden mist. Lena and Theo sneak into the attic and discover an ancient map with glowing lines. A dragon-shaped amulet falls out, reacting to Lena's touch. Gramps, child, that amulet chose you. The legend, it's real. Theo designs a magical glider using wind crystals and Gramps' old notes. The trio sets off in the night sky. A magical storm almost destroys them, but they are rescued mid-air. They awaken in a glowing, cloud-shaped island. A massive white dragon with silver eyes, Zephyra, emerges. Zephyra, dragon, you have the mark of the chosen wind. The sky realms are dying, and only you can awaken the lost secret. She reveals the truth: a sky orb that controls weather was hidden centuries ago. Without it, the realms will fall from the sky. They seek help from the mystical sky elves. But the elder, Irision, tries to trap them. He believes humans must not reclaim sky magic. A chase breaks out across floating bridges. Zephyra helps them escape but gets wounded. Lena promises to save her and retrieve the sky orb. Inside a giant swirling storm, they find the lost orb hidden in a lightning cave. But Irision attacks with enchanted falcons. Lena, Theo, and Zephyra fight back using courage, cleverness, and the amulet's magic. Lena touches the orb. Light explodes. The storm calms. Zephyra's wounds heal. The skies begin to glow again. Lena is now known as the Keeper of the Skies. Zephyra watches from the clouds. Gramps Norwin winks at her. And so, the dragon's secret was no longer hidden. It soared with the clouds, carried in the heart of a girl who dared to dream. End scene. Long ago, in the shimmering depths of the sea, a prophecy foretold of a princess born with the heart of the ocean itself, a glowing pearl that held the power to light the darkest tides. Queen Meris and King Nereus rejoice as their daughter Pearina is born, glowing with a magical pearl in her chest. Celebration fills Oceandia, until a storm cloud appears. The sea witch Abyssra appears and curses the baby. When the moon turns black, your light shall fade, and Oceandia will drown in shadow. The royal seer, Oracle Minnow, warns them. Only the Crown of Light can protect the princess and the sea. Time skip. Pearina is now 13, a kind, brave mermaid with glowing blue hair and shimmering tail. She plays with her best friends. Fina, the playful dolphin. Coral, the color-changing jellyfish. Sir Shellsworth, the ancient turtle who teaches her the history of Oceania. Pearina, curious. Why does my pearl glow whenever I'm near the deep trench? Sir Shellsworth, because something lost lies there, and something evil is waking. A strange eclipse turns the moon black, sea storms rage, sea plants wilt, and creatures panic. Queen Maris falls ill, and Pearina's pearl dims. Oracle Minnow reveals that the Crown of Light is the only way to restore balance, hidden in the ruins of Lamora, deep in the dark abyss. King Neris, worried. It's too dangerous, daughter. Pearina, if I don't go, all of Oceania will fall. I must try. Pearina sets out with Fina, Coral, and Sir Shellsworth. They brave a jellyfish jungle, sneak past angry crab guards, and dodge underwater geysers. In a glowing cave, they find a riddle on the wall. Only the one with a pearl heart may pass through the gate of glass. Pearina places her hand on a magical coral door. It opens. Inside the cave, the sea witch Abyssra ambushes them with her shadow eels. A magical duel begins. Pearina's pearl shoots beams of light, but she's losing strength. Coral distracts the eels with her glowing pulses. Abyssra hisses, "You are weak, little girl. Give me the pearl, and I may spare your kingdom." Pearina, firmly, "I will never give in to darkness." Deep within the ruins of Lamora, they find a floating chamber with the Crown of Light, guarded by the spirit of the sea, a shimmering jellyfish queen. The spirit tests Pearina's heart, showing her fears and doubts. Pearina proves her bravery and kindness, lighting the chamber with her inner glow. The spirit grants her the crown. "You were never just a princess, child. You are the heart of the sea." Abyssra tries to steal the crown. An epic battle takes place near the glowing coral cliffs. Pearina wears the Crown of Light. Her pearl shines like a sunbeam. She summons the ancient guardians of Oceania, giant manta rays, glowing whales, and coral warriors. Pearina, this ocean belongs to light and life, not shadow. Abyssra is defeated and trapped in a crystal prison beneath the deep trench. The black moon fades, and light returns to Oceania. Queen Maris awakens. The kingdom blooms again. Pearina is crowned as Princess Protector of Oceania. And so, the girl with a glowing pearl proved that the greatest power lies not in crowns or spells, but in a heart full of courage, kindness, and light. The magical story of Cinderella. A beautiful little cottage. Cinderella is working in the garden. Long ago, there lived a beautiful girl named Cinderella. Her mother passed away in her childhood, and her father married again. Her stepmother was very cruel, and her two stepsisters, Draizella and Anista, hated Cinderella. Cinderella, gently. "Oh dear birds. You fly free every day. I wish I could feel such happiness too." Cinderella had to work all day, sweeping, washing clothes, scrubbing dishes, and cooking meals. Stepmother, angrily. "Cinderella, the floor isn't clean yet? Shine it immediately." Cinderella, softly. "Yes, mother." Inside the royal court, the king and the prince are present. King, "Son, you must get married. We'll host a grand ball where all the girls of the kingdom will be invited." Prince, "Yes, father. But I want to choose someone I truly love." The king announced that there would be a grand ball at the palace, where the prince would choose his bride. A town square where the royal announcement is being made. Town crier, "Hear ye, hear ye. All young ladies are invited to the palace. The prince is getting married." Cinderella reading the invitation with joy. "Cinderella, can I go too? Don't I also have the right to meet the prince?" Stepsister, mocking laughter. "You? At the palace? In those clothes? Ha ha ha." Stepmother, "No, Cinderella. You have chores to finish. You're not going anywhere." Cinderella's heart broke. She went to the garden and began to cry. A magical glow appears and a beautiful fairy appears. Fairy, gently. "Dear child, why are you crying?" Cinderella, surprised. Who are you?" Fairy, "I am your magical godmother. I've come to help you so you can also go to the palace." The fairy waved her wand and transformed Cinderella's old clothes into a stunning golden gown. She turned a pumpkin into a golden carriage, and mice into beautiful horses. Fairy. But remember, at midnight the magic will wear off. Palace party, people dancing. The prince looks bored. As soon as Cinderella entered, everyone's eyes were drawn to her. The prince's heart skipped a beat at her beauty. Prince, may I have this dance? Cinderella, smiling. Yes, your highness. They danced beautifully. But as the clock struck 12, Cinderella, panicking. Oh no. I must go. Cinderella ran away and left behind a glass slipper. Scene, the next day at the palace. Prince, I will marry the girl whose foot fits this slipper. The prince ordered that the slipper be taken to every house, and the girl it fit would become the princess. Cinderella's house. The stepsisters tried the slipper, but it didn't fit them. May I try it on? Stepmother. No. She's just a maid. Royal guard. All girls may try. It's the king's order. Cinderella wore the slipper, and it fit perfectly. Prince, joyfully. She is the one I danced with. The palace wedding preparations. Everyone is happy. Cinderella and the prince had a grand wedding. Her life changed, but she never lost her kindness and humility. I want every child to know, never give up hope. Children, this story teaches us that patience, hard work, and kindness are never wasted. Everyone's time comes, and magic only works when the heart is pure. All the kids' voices. Thank you, Cinderella. Thank you, fairy godmother. Thank you, Prince.
Once upon a time, in the quiet, moonlit kingdom of Nocturna, there lived a kind and curious young princess named Elra. The kingdom was famous across the lands, not for riches or armies, but for having the most peaceful sleep in the world. Every night, stars blanketed the skies, and even the owls whispered. A silver palace on a hill. Gentle moonlight bathes the kingdom. Children snuggle in their beds. Elra walks alone in the moon garden, yawning but unable to close her eyes. Princess Elra, softly. Why can't I sleep like everyone else? Night after night, I lie awake. Princess Elra hadn't slept in 7 years. No lullaby, no herb, no magic spell had helped. Each night, she sat by her window, watching stars, while her eyes longed for dreams. Royal doctors try remedies, moon milk, dreamberries, sleepy potions. All fail. Her parents, the king and queen, watch helplessly. Queen Avalora. My sweet child, your dreams are trapped somewhere. We must find them. Elra, tearfully. What if I've lost them forever? Soon, the sleepless curse began to affect the kingdom. The sky dimmed. The birds sang less. Even the flowers drooped at night. A kingdom without dreams was a kingdom losing magic. Scenes of yawning guards, drooping sunflowers, and tired townsfolk. Children begin to ask, why doesn't the princess sleep? Royal advisor. If the princess cannot rest, soon none of us will. One day, an old woman arrived at the palace. She wore robes of stardust and carried a lantern filled with glowing moths. Mystery woman. I am Dr. Moondust, healer of dreams. Your daughter's sleep isn't gone, it's hidden. King Cedric. Can you bring her dreams back? Dr. Moondust nods. Only if Elra is brave enough to travel into the realm of dreamland. That night, under a silver eclipse, Dr. Moondust opened a portal made of star threads. Elra stepped through, holding a dream lantern, and fell into the magical skies. Floating dream bridges. Talking stars. Rivers of moonlight. Elra lands softly on a cloud ship guided by a sleepy owl named Hoo Hoo. Hoo Hoo. Welcome to Dreamland, Princess. You must find the key of rest. Elra encountered the 3 guardians of slumber. Napper, the giant teddy bear of hugs. Shimmer, the dream unicorn. Snuzzle, the kitten of cozy whispers. Each gave her a trial, to rest her thoughts, calm her heart, and trust the stillness. Napper. True sleep begins when your mind stops chasing tomorrow. Shimmer. Let go, and dreams will come to you. In the center of dreamland lay the lullaby tree. It sang only for those who remembered the melody of their first dream. Elra stands before the glowing tree. She hums softly. Her mother's lullaby echoes back from the leaves. Elra, smiling with tears. That's it, that's the song. Mama used to sing it. Tree whispers. You have remembered. Take the key of rest. With the key in her hand and lullaby in her heart, Elra returned. Dr. Moondust placed the key near her pillow, and Elra whispered the melody once more. Elra's eyes slowly close. A gentle glow surrounds her. Stars blink joyfully in the sky. The kingdom sighs with relief. Queen Avalora. Sleep well, my star. That night, for the first time, Princess Elra dreamed. She danced on clouds, rode unicorns, and floated with glowing jellyfish. Her face smiled in sleep, and so did every soul in Nocturna. A montage of the sleeping kingdom. Animals, children, adults, all breathing in peace. From then on, whenever a child couldn't sleep, they'd look to the stars and whisper, Elra found her dreams, and I will too. And sometimes, just sometimes, a little stardust would land on their pillow. Fade out. The moon glows gently. The screen dims slowly. Soft lullaby music plays. Dizzy the end dizzy. Teddy bear good night, dreamer. May your dreams be full of stars.